This is Kelvin Wilson of We Do Movies, We Do TV, and Movies, Food, and Hip Hop. And I'm back with another commentary video. So I'm just going to go ahead and just tell you what this is. So I'm going to call this one Get Out Should Have Won Best Picture. As we all know, the Academy Awards was this Sunday. And of course, everybody pretty much predicted that Shape of Water was going to be the best film, along with Guillermo del Toro winning the trophy for Best Director. I am a true fan of del Toro. I love his work. I'm a super fan of him and love his movies. So this is not hate towards this man. This is just my opinion. So I started thinking about the different categories, and two categories really hit me. And they both had to do with screenplays. One for adaptation and the other one for original script. Now, the movie that won for Best Adapted Screenplay was for the movie Call Me By Your Name. And the one that won for original screenplay was Jordan Peele for the script to Get Out. Now, I may be going at this a little bit biased, and I'm only saying that because I'm a writer. But to me, I think those two movies should have been the top two choices for best film of that year, or should have been the best two films in close contention to win that trophy. And don't get me wrong, every part, whether it's producers, actors, directors, costume designers, key grips, lighting, etc., it all matters. But to me, in my humble opinion, and you can tell me if I'm wrong or not, but I truly believe without a script, your movie will not be good. Even if you have a great cast and a great director and great producers behind it. And if writing is the essential to the beats, to the action, to the dialogue, if everything is important in the script for everybody to shoot, why didn't Get Out or Call Me By Your Name win for Best Picture, even though those two films were awarded for Best Screenplays? If you don't want to give an Academy Award to Jordan Peele for Best Director, that's fine. But Hollywood, you can't sit and tell me that all of those movies that were nominated for the Academy Award, that Get Out wasn't the best movie, and not only the best movie, but probably the most watched movie in that category. People went to see this movie more than once. People have created think pieces and classroom curriculum about this movie. People will sit in class and dissect, lecture, pick up points from this movie for a very long time. And yes, the other movies nominated will be talked about in film schools. Trust me, I know, because I've gone to film school. So I know that those films will be talked about. But do you really, truly believe that those films will be talked about the way that Get Out was talked about? Jordan Peele created a masterpiece. Plain and simple. He took elements of horror films like The Stepford Wives, Alfred Hitchcock, and even The Twilight Zone, and made one, if not the best movie of the year. And I truly believe that because we're sitting here and the Academy can say whatever they want about how they uphold when it comes to big movies and independent movies. Because from what I was told, two of those films in that list of Best Picture were high-grossing films. And high-grossing numbers don't necessarily make your films good. Because if that's the case, then you would probably put Transformers on Best Picture if that was the case. But you can't sit and tell me that because it was classified as a horror movie is one of the reasons why it shouldn't have won. Because it should have won. That's all I'm saying. And that's no hate to any other movies. I just felt that Jordan Peele had the best movie. So, but then I did mention the other movie that won for adapted screenplay, which was Call Me By Your Name. Now, the movie, which I did see, Call Me By Your Name, is an absolute phenomenal movie. I think when it comes to movies of gay relationships or movies that have a gay relationship in it, I think it's one of the best. I think it's way better than Brokeback Mountain. I truly believed in that relationship. But the only thing that I could honestly say to nitpick at Call Me By Your Name is that you could have substituted the two gay men for two gay women, an interracial couple, a man and a woman, a teenage couple, because essentially the movie was about first love. And if you're gay, straight, bi, poly, and all these other sexual things that people go by, we've all fell in love, had our first love, had the first kiss, the first hug, the first stay over, the first time we slept together, all this other stuff. So you could substitute anything for Call Me By Your Name as far as taking the gay couple out and putting this in, or putting this couple in, or doing this. You could have done that. I still think Call Me By Your Name, regardless of the gay couple, I think you still would have had a great film. But Get Out, to me, was personally my favorite. And like I said, I could be biased, but I just truly believe that Jordan Peele created a masterpiece. And like I said before, you can have a great cast, you can have a great director, you can have great producers. But if your script isn't right, your movie will fail because you don't have a solid story to stick to. And if those two movies had enough solid story that they beat out stuff like Shape of Water and 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri, if those two films beat in the screenwriting categories those films, then essentially are you saying, okay, your script was great, your script was wonderful, but the movie was because if Shape of Water, if other films that was nominated for best screenplay, adapted or original, if they was that good, they would have got that trophy. If Shape of Water script was that good, it would have won best screenplay along with the other awards. I love Guillermo del Toro. I just feel like the Oscars failed at that moment. But that's just how I feel. You guys let me know what you think. Hit me up on Facebook at We Do Movies. You can also check out the reviews on the Facebook We Do Movie page, as well as the YouTube channel as well. And until then, we'll see you next time. Peace.